When it comes to what your family eats and drinks, you know your choices matter. You're the expert because you know what fits your life. And getting it right starts with good information. That's why America's beverage companies are sharing more information about our ingredients at goodtoknowfacts.org. No spin, no judgments, just the facts straight from the experts for more than 140 beverage ingredients. Visit goodtoknowfacts.org.
The holidays have arrived at the Home Depot, and we're here to help bring the excitement with decor for every part of your home. Check out our wide assortment of easy-to-assemble pre-lit trees so you can spend less time setting up and more time celebrating. And bring your holiday spirit outdoors with unique decor like one of our Santa inflatables. Whatever your style, find the right pieces at the right prices this holiday season at the Home Depot.
This is Optimal Relationships Daily, maybe as a learning tool for children, by Allison Carmen of AllisonCarmen.com. Did you ever sit next to your child as he or she was doing homework and see fear, anxiety, or panic arise over not being able to do it? You try to calm them down, and you can't. Did you ever stop to think that maybe they're reacting to their homework based on a past experience? For instance, if your child had a fear of dogs, you would try to connect your child's current fear of dogs to a previous experience, perhaps a prior dog bite, and try to help them overcome that fear. What if when your child is doing homework, he or she is having a reaction connected to an earlier experience? If this is true, we probably don't know what that past experience was. So, how can we help them overcome their fear or anxiety? We have no idea if something happened at school to cause them to feel stupid or incapable. Maybe someone called them a name, or maybe a teacher scolded them while teaching a particular subject. Maybe a bad grade or some other heartbreak is connected to a bad feeling about their capability. It's so easy for our children to become stuck without us knowing exactly why they're feeling this way. So, how can we help them? That is the beauty of maybe. As we begin to see anxiety arising in our children, we can have them sit back, take a deep breath, and give them a glass of water. Then we can tell them the following. I use, for example, a child struggling with math homework. You know, everything that's happened before to you while you were trying to understand math does not matter in this moment. Just because you did not understand math last year, last month, or even during second period, doesn't mean that you will not understand it right now or in the future. How can you absolutely know for sure what the outcome of your trying to do your homework will be? You can't know that. And that's why there's a beautiful philosophy called maybe. Maybe says that there is more than one possibility out there for you to complete your math homework and understand what's going on in class. Maybe you just need to breathe. Maybe you just need some help. Maybe you won't understand it today, but you will understand it next week, next month, or next year. There are so many possibilities in this moment. Let's not get stuck on that thought that maybe it can't be different, because maybe it can. Look at your child's face in this moment. You may just see hope come alive. You may just see the past matter a bit less. Try to keep talking to them about this idea of maybe. Failure will be so much less threatening when your kids see it through the light of maybe, always offering them another opportunity to succeed at whatever they're attempting long after the homework is done. Helping Our Children Manage Uncertainty, by Allison Carmen of AllisonCarmen.com. My daughter and I were recently at a charity function. I thought it was for a good cause, and it seemed like an appropriate venue for my daughter. At one point in the evening, one of the directors of the charity stood up and started speaking about how horrible he believed things are in the world. He listed a potential nuclear threat, economic slavery, global warming, water shortages around the world, and famine. He ended his speech by saying that we have tough times ahead of us. I don't fault this man for his perspective, even though I don't think it's the most effective way to inspire people to give to an organization. The real problem I had was that as he was speaking, I watched my daughter go from being interested and curious to nervous and worried. She'd watched an intelligent and well-spoken adult tell her that there could be a nuclear war and that tough times were ahead. She was starting to spiral into panic. My daughter is 13 years old, and I know I can't protect her from all of the news in the world or conversations that she'll hear or be a part of in school or at functions like these. What I can do, however, is offer her a perspective that will give her ground to stand on and strength during moments when she feels uncertain and concerned for the future. As we walked out of the event, I said, "Sweetheart, you simply cannot allow anybody to cause your mind to spin out of control like that. This man has a perspective, but it does not have to be your perspective. He has no idea what's going to happen tomorrow, and he may be totally wrong. What the man forgot in his speech is that life always contains maybe. Maybe is the hope within uncertainty. As bad as things may look or feel, there are always the possibilities that maybe what is happening will turn out to be good. Maybe it will get better, or maybe we can make peace and live with what we are experiencing. Never give up your hopes to anyone or anything. It is your right to believe in possibilities and a hopeful future. Also, look at this beautiful weather and this moment we're together. Let's not give it up. Let's be here now and face tomorrow when it comes." I watched the blood come back to my daughter's face. She could breathe calmly again. Let's keep teaching our children about maybe in every situation so that they don't get stuck in any one moment or any one thought. Let's give them a mindset that allows them to persevere through doubt and uncertainty, find a way to be in each moment, and hold on to their hopes for a bright future. You just listened to the posts titled, "Maybe as a Learning Tool for Children," and "Helping Our Children Manage Uncertainty" by Allison Carmen of AllisonCarmen.com.
At Sierra, discover great deals on top brand workout gear, like high-quality walking shoes, which might lead to another discovery.
40,000 steps, baby! Who's on top now, Karen?
You've taken the office step challenge a step too far. Don't worry, though. Sierra also has yoga gear. It might be a good place to find your zen. Discover top brands at unexpectedly low prices. Sierra, let's get moving.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. Listening to this podcast? Smart move. Being financially savvy? Smart move. Another smart move? Having State Farm help you create a competitive price when you choose to bundle home and auto. Bundling, just another way to save with the personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
And a big thank you to Allison for not one but two posts, certainly binded by this idea of maybe, which really rings true in all of her work and is the basis of her teachings. Now, this reminder of possibility is something that I really enjoy and find so crucial. But when using it as a tool to help yourself or someone else cope, I would suggest pairing it with clear evidence. It's wonderful to use maybe as a belief and leave it at that. But if you or someone else is incapable of doing so after enough failures that your belief in maybe is kind of wearing thin, then have some reminders on hand. Cite examples of times in which the odds were stacked against someone or something and the future looked grim. And even though maybe didn't seem reliable, it ended up coming through, and an outcome that was both unlikely and ideal ended up coming to be. Talk to yourself and others about how great efforts, as well as off chances, yielded favorable results in what were pessimistic times. This might be just the jolt necessary to keep maybe alive when someone doesn't have the strength to believe in it. So, with that, everyone, we're going to wrap things up. I thank you as always for being here and enjoying Allison's work with me. I hope you can find a time to integrate it into your life. And aside from that, I wish you a great rest of your day and look forward to seeing you tomorrow for another post. That's where your optimal life awaits.